Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Melinda and I do a combination of kid, lifestyle, adoption, foster care, and of course beauty posts, beauty being most of my content. So today I thought that I would try some makeup brands that I have never tried before. I have Steve Laurent, I have Violet Voss, I have Ace Beauty, I have Ciate, I have Hank & Henry, and I have Billion Dollar Brow. So if you guys would like to see what I think of these new brands, then just keep watching. I have to say that all of these are products that I received in BoxyCharm over the last year or so. Haven't had a chance to try them, so let's jump right in. First one being Billion Dollar Brows, the Microblade Effect Brow Pen, and the shade is dark. I would not consider myself dark, but that's the problem with BoxyCharm. Sometimes you get things that aren't exactly a shade match. So I did pull this one out before and swatch it, and let me show you what it does. It has like this little 3-prong blade on it so that you can get hair-like strokes here. Now, the problem when I first tried this is that it looked brown upon application, but then as it sat, it started to look green on my skin. So that's why I'd like to do this one first and see what I think as the video continues. So let's give it a try. It's supposed to give you hair-like strokes to make it look more realistic, so we're gonna give this a try. Okay, it's definitely too dark for me. I may have to pass this one along to my mom who has like deep brown hair. I like it for this part of the brow, not so much this part of the brow, because honestly I just have to fill in sparse areas near the tail, and you really don't want something this wide for the tail of the brow. You want something thinner. So I like it for this part, getting like the hair like look here on the bottom, but not a fan for over here. So here's before and after. I'll let you be the judge. Right now it looks like an ashy brown to me, so we'll see what happens during the video. Definitely the wrong color for me. Interesting concept, but I think I prefer just a thin tipped brow pencil. So let's move on to product number 2. We have the Steve Laurent Jelly Highlighter, and I believe I got this one earlier this year. This is the shade Cotton Candy. I've never tried anything by this brand. I've only tried a couple of jelly highlights. Some I've loved, some I haven't enjoyed very much. I really liked the Wet n Wild Crystal Cave, Crystal Cavern jelly highlight. I like some ColourPop jelly highlights. I like the putty ones from Stila. So we'll see what we think of this one. This is what it looks like inside. Wow. Okay, that's pretty. It's like a, I'm gonna say champagne with just a slight hint of peach. I'm gonna try applying it with a damp sponge first because I've had the most success applying like putty and cream blushes this way. Ooh, that's really pretty. It looks like a glossy cheek look. Pretty. It's not sparkly, it's not glittery. It's just a really dewy look on the face. Ooh, I like that. That's really pretty. Ooh. That's beautiful. Can you guys see how like dewy and fresh my face looks with this on it? I really like that. These brows, oh man, I can't take myself seriously. This is a really nice highlighter, probably going to my top shelf of highlights. Love this. Next we have some eye products from a couple brands I've never tried. We have Violet Voss. We have Ace Beaute or Ace Beauty. We have Ciate London. And we have Hank and Henry. So we will give these a try, starting off with the eyeshadows. This is the Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series eyeshadow palette. Inside the shades look like this, really, really pretty colors. So we'll just see what I think. We'll jump right in. Sand to start, and then Dusty Rose. Quite pigmented so far. I'm going to apply Emerald. This color looks beautiful to the lid. I'm going to use my finger. I have a feeling I'll have the most success with that. I'm going to dip into Dusty Rose again. And then I'm going to intensify this with a little black on the outer edge. I really like that, so I'm going to finish up the other eye and then I'll be back to move on to the next product. Okay, so I finished using the Violet Voss Essentials palette. I think it's really pretty, really nice quality. I really like the combination of colors you get in here. The mattes, you get a pink, a peach, an orange, and like a reddish brown, and then a nice intense black, which is nice because you can go more pinky tone, more peachy tone, or more warm and brown. You also have that black to deepen up anything. I like that they give you a nice highlight shade, which I have on the inner corner and under the brow bone right now. This pink, it's not a color I will wear a ton, but it's really pretty if you're into pink shades. There's a nice berry, a yellow, and this teal that I'm wearing today. Beautiful colors, really nice quality. So far I'm a fan of what I've tried from this brand, which is just this, but so far so good. We also have some single shadows from Ace Beaute. We've got the liner, and then we have a cream shadow from Ciate London. So I think that I am going to save this bronzy one for later and go with the cotton candy shade from Ace Beauty. And then we will pop on a little of this kind of like gold purple liquid shadow. I know it's pretty wild. This is the shade Cupid. I don't see the name anywhere on the actual packaging, just the box. And then we will finish it off with some black liner. And this is going to be quite the look, but we'll see how it all turns out. So these remind me of the ColourPop shadows. They are like quilted on top. They're kind of like a gel formula. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this to the center of the lid. So we're gonna have pink on top of green and see what happens. Okay, it's kind of taking the look in a completely different direction. So we're now going more pink than we are green. But I like that you have like the gold glitter in the pink shadow. I like that it sits well on top of other things. So now let's check out this fun shadow from Ciate London. In the tube it looks purple, but when I'm looking straight down at it, it looks yellow gold. So we're gonna put this on the inner part of the lid and change the look even more. This is super duper metallic, I'll say that. Because of the gold shift in it, it meshes really well with that other single shadow that I put down. I just have to let it dry. Okay guys, so it looks like I must have gotten a message or something in the middle of filming this, and it did not catch me using the last two products. So let me tell you what I think of them since it's already done. Alright, this Hank & Henry Slick With It liner has a like paintbrush type of tip. It's not a felt tip, it's actual brush hairs, and super black, super creamy. This was the easiest black liner I have ever used. I was able to get right along the lash line. There was a constant flow of product. I am really, really, really impressed with this. And this is the liner up close. It took me about 5 seconds to do each eye. So I would highly, highly recommend this one. And then I tried a new mascara from Borghese. This is the Lash Mascara Extremo Mascara. I picked it up from Marshall's for $3.99. I've heard of this brand. I think this is one of those like bougie brands from like the high-end stores like Nordstrom or Lord & Taylor or something like that. So I thought I would try it, and I don't know what happened to the footage, but it's completely gone. So this is what it looks like. It is a small spiral bristle type of mascara wand. And this is the end result I got with about 3 coats. I'm not really a fan. It gave me thin, delicate looking lashes. I wish I could show it to you in progress, but for some reason, I don't know what happened, lost that footage. But I wanted to share with you the end result. Again, so like a couple coats on the bottom, 2 or 3 coats on the top, and a couple on the bottom. And I'm just not impressed with this level of volume and separation. It's supposed to give you length and volume. And while it did kind of help me to get like thin separated lashes, they're just not very impressive. So I'm sorry about missing the footage on those, but that's what I think of that. So let me give you the rundown of what I think of these new brands. First off, $1 Billion Brows. Maybelline makes a product just like it. And I like the color a whole lot better. I don't think that I will ever have a need for brows that are this dark. This is like, it's just not happening. And I have other products like this. In general, I don't go for these type of, what is this called? Microblading brow products. I just never do them. I prefer to draw the line in, fill them in along the tail, and then just kind of brush them up with a brow gel, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to say that this one was a pass for me. It's just not something I will reach for. The Steve Laurent Jelly Highlight, however, I am obsessed with. This is probably going to be my new go-to highlight. Look at that shine. It's not glitter, it's not shimmer, it's not metallicness. It just looks beautiful. So definitely going to be using this a lot moving forward. The Hank & Henry liner is amazing. Highly recommend for anyone that has difficulty with doing cat eyes, wing eyes, even just lining along the lash line. It got all the way to the lash line and it never ran dry. So good product. The Violet Voss Essentials palette, I really like this one as well. It gives me my neutrals for those days that like I need to do carpool or pickup or teacher conference or go to church. But then it has like the colorful pops. It has a pops of color and pops of metallic, like this yellow and this purple, for when I'm just playing at home or when I'm running errands or if I'm going out for dinner and I want something more like dramatic and playful. So I think this is really fun, a very versatile palette. I really like this so far. Next up, we have the Ace Beaute Single Shadows. We have Iced Latte and Cotton Candy, which I went ahead and swatched here. We have Iced Latte and Cotton Candy. They remind me a lot of the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. Really pigmented, really easy to use. They've got 1 shade of glitter and 1 base shade. So we've got the pink with the gold, and then we've got the kind of like orangey brown with the silver glitter. So very fun if you like, you know, like glittery shadows but don't want to mess with the glitter itself. So these are good so far. And the Ciate London Eye Lustre Cream Eyeshadow. This is really pretty. Straight on looks gold, and then as you turn away from the light, it has like a lavendery shift. Beautiful. Looks horrendous with the green underneath, and I realize that. My makeup today just turned out horribly. From base product to brows, just it wasn't happening. But this product itself is really good, and I'm going to add it to my cream shadow collection right here. Reminds me a lot of the Stila shadows, but maybe even a little bit more metallic, which I like. So I like this one. And you guys know the mascara was a flop. Just didn't give me what I was looking for, not even close. I would say save your money or buy the W7 Lash-tastic, the yellow tube one at Marshall's or TJ Maxx for $2 or $3. I think this one is so much better than this. You won't regret it. So I hope you guys enjoyed exploring these new brands with me. I like to try new brands because you never know what you're missing out on. So if you guys would like to see me try some other brands that I haven't featured on my channel, leave them down below and I'll do my best to check them out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.